Hi, everyone, and welcome to English Grammar for Adults. My name is Chris, and today we are going to start Unit 1, which is all about sentences. So grab a notebook and let's get started writing down some stuff. Let's learn all about sentences. Now, the first question is, what is a sentence? It's a good question. Well, a sentence is a group of words that express a complete thought or an idea. Basically, it's something that people can say or write down, and you understand all of it. Nothing's missing. It usually has a subject and a predicate, and it has a clear message in it. I totally understand everything that was said. It's very simple, right? But not always simple to make. So let's take a look at an example of a sentence. Here we have two. She enjoys reading mystery novels. Oh, I totally understand. She enjoys reading mystery books. Cool. Let's look at the second sentence. The sun sets over the horizon. Okay, that makes sense. I can see the sun and it's going down. That makes sense too. I totally get it. It's a clear idea. Now, we have something else, and it's called a sentence fragment. But what is that? A sentence fragment is basically a broken sentence. Something's missing. A sentence fragment is a group of words that is not a complete sentence. It does not have either a subject or a predicate, or maybe both if it's really bad. Sentence fragments don't make sense. Okay? So easy. A complete sentence, I understand. A sentence fragment? Huh? I don't understand. Let's keep going. Let's take a look at some examples of sentence fragments, just so you can see how hard they are to understand. First one here. On the table. What? What's on the table? I don't understand. Number two. During the storm. Okay, what happened during the storm? The idea is missing, right? The information is missing. Running through the park. Who was running through the park? What was running through the park? Right? Should I run? Okay, see, something's missing. And the fourth one here. With his new skateboard. What? What did he do? What did he do with his new skateboard? Did he go somewhere with his new skateboard? See how a sentence fragment doesn't quite make sense? It's missing the important parts. Okay, let's do a quick check to see just how much you understand, because I'm pretty sure you're going to get all of this, though. Let's take a look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sentences or sentence fragments. You decide. Pause the video, take a minute, and figure out, what do you think? Is that a sentence? Or is it a sentence fragment? I'll give you a few seconds here. I'm going to say pause. You paused the video. I'm sure you did. So since you paused the video and answered all 6 of these, let's take a look at the answers, right? Let's check and see how many you got right. The first one, the cat sleeps. The cat, what does it do? It sleeps. That checks out. That's a sentence. Under the desk. What's under the desk? That's a fragment. Something's missing. Went to the store. Ooh, that's a fragment too. A big blue sky. Yeah, I get it. That's a weird sentence, but it's a sentence, right? Ran quickly. Who? What? What ran quickly? Who ran quickly? I don't know either. And the last one, in the morning. What happened in the morning? I don't know. So it's a fragment too. Okay, let's do some more practice here. In our first exercise, identify the complete sentences, just like we just did, okay? You're going to write S if it's a sentence, and you're going to write F it's a fragment, if it's a fragment. Now, if it's a fragment, make your own sentence. Fix it, because what good is knowing it's a fragment if you can't fix it? So here we go. Let's get started here. Here are your sentences. Pause the video again and write if it's a sentence or if it's a fragment. And then I'll say pause, and you can do all your work, and then we'll check it, okay? We're going to check it. So pause the video now. You pause the video, right? Because now we're going to check our answers, okay? So here we go. If you didn't pause it, now's your chance, right? Here, now it's time to check our answers. So the first one, the sun shines brightly in the sky. Okay, the what? The sun. What does it do? Shines brightly where? In the sky. Lots of information. I understand all of it. That's a sentence. After school. That's a fragment. There's nothing there, right? After school, we went to the park. After school, I did my homework. There was a car accident after school. See? We have to add more detail. Number 3. She loves to play the piano. Who? She. What does she like to do? She likes to play the piano. No, she loves to play the piano. That's a whole sentence. I completely understand the idea. Number 4, running through the park. What's running through the park? Who's running through the park? Oh, it's a fragment, right? I said, John loves running through the park. Sarah loves running through the park or walking in the park with her dog. We can add lots of detail to make this a clear idea. In the morning, birds sing. When? And what happens? That's a perfect sentence right there. In the morning, something happens. Birds sing. That's a sentence. Jumping over the fence. What? Jumping over the fence is a weird thing, right? Oh, it's a fragment. I saw the dog jumping over the fence. That makes sense. Where's your dog? I saw him jumping over the fence. I get it now. The dog barks at the mailman. That's a sentence. There's a subject and a predicate. Don't worry. I'm going to teach you what subject and predicate are later. Don't worry. Just read these things and see. Is it making sense? Something's wrong. That's a fragment, right? Underneath the table. That's what? What's under the table? Right? We said it before. What's under the table? It's a fragment. Food fell where? Underneath the table. That makes sense. After the rain. Well, this is a when, but what happened after the rain? That's a fragment. It smelled clean after the rain, and it usually does. I love the smell after rain. And the last one, the book on the shelf. Did it do something? That's a fragment. We're missing part of the information. The book on the shelf is very old. Oh, okay. I didn't know if the book on the shelf got up and ran away. That could be a right sentence too. Exercise number 2. Fix the sentence fragments. So we've looked at sentences or fragments by themselves. Now let's take a look at a common mistake that many students have. They'll have a paragraph, and there are mistakes in the paragraph. Let's find these mistakes and fix them. Take a look at this, find the mistakes, all the ones you can, and try and add some detail to the fragments. Pause the video, write your answers in your notebook, and then we'll check them, and you'll see if you found all the ones I found. I found them all. Go ahead and pause the video. I'm sure you paused the video. I know you did. Let's take a look at the answers right now. So on the left here, we have the original paragraph with the mistakes. And on the right, with the underlined sentences, we have the mistakes corrected. So let's take a look at this. After a busy day at school, what happened, right? We went to the library. So that's sentence fragment number 1. The students gathered in the library to work on their assignments. That's good. Some students had laptops. Well, some had laptops. It's not really a good sentence. We're missing somewhat. So I added students. The next one is other students, right, used books. But you could have been really smart and just combined those. You could have put both of those sentences together to form one super sentence, right? Some students had laptops and others used books. That's also cool. I lost count. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have 3 mistakes. Now, discussing their projects and helping each other. See, it's hard to read a sentence fragment, right? They were discussing their projects and helping each other. That makes sense. They formed study groups. Okay, cool. It all makes sense now, right? We had 4 mistakes, and you could have fixed it many different ways. This is just how I fixed them. But if you fixed them a different way, send me a message and let me see it. I'm curious. Write a comment. Let me see. We'll check it out together, okay? Now, let's review this one last time, but I am positive that you completely understand what's a sentence and what's a fragment. A sentence has a complete idea, right? And a sentence fragment is broken. Something's missing. I don't understand. That's it. That's it. It was an easy lesson, right? I hope it was easy. Please tell me it was easy. Now, how did you do? Let me know. Leave me a message. Send me your corrected paragraph. I'm curious. How did you change it? And I'll see you for Unit 1, Lesson 2. Goodbye.